so for some reason I was just like terrified the past 2 days, because I had a deep suspicion that they had an idol. So we like laid the trap because Phelan made it slip that we were voting for Johnny, and then we assumed that Andrew had the idol, the old noir one. We would assume that Andrew would give Johnny the idol, and then Johnny played an idol for himself, and then Andrew went home. So we voted Andrew out because we were like, who's gonna be more likely the person we want to get out that they won't know? So
before the vote, Zach texted us that they were voting Andrew, and we just had to choose to not believe him. Turned out he was telling the truth, and that just really sucks for us, but we had to not trust him. It's what we had to do. It was a 50-50. We were deciding to play the idol for Johnny or Andrew, and we just picked wrong, and it's not good for us, but I'll see how we go from here.
Zach,
we had to not trust you for 1 week.
You lied to my face last week, so it's just tough to just trust.
I believe
you. Get that?
Yeah, I get that for sure.
Like, yeah.
I was gonna dab you up, but like,
no, I know, but like, it's just
what?
Me. That sucks.
Yeah.
but then someone voted for Jake, and I was like, what is that for? So everything's good except for that little thing, but I think it was Zach. He was giving sus vibes. But
You did. Why? I did not. Then who did? I don't know. You're telling me it was one of them? Because they were all the ones that were vehemently against that. I'm not lying. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not lying. I believe you. I trust you. No, it's funny, but like, no, it's so someone. I don't know. I don't know who did it. Yeah, whatever. But I decided to throw a rogue vote at Jake. I don't know why he's even admitting the fact that I would do that. Why? I did not do it. Like, Jake, you're supposed to be helping me out here. Clearly I did it. Come on. I didn't tell you that I was going to do it, but come on. Because my idea with this is the 6 strong noir plus the 5 with them and then me. It's cool. It's whatever. But, like, I know for a fact we're going to break up before Final 6. So to put that vote on someone else, blame it on them, cause some doubt in some people's minds. But the last thing I want is just to backfire on me. But that takes the merge idol out of play right now because he did tell me it was the merge one. I don't know why people care so much about the vote. If I have to admit it, I'll just admit that I voted for Jake, but the way that Jake's putting this on me is just not good for my game.
First things first, Preston, I'm gonna need that back. Bring it up here.
You don't need it back.
All right. Once again, community is back up for grabs. Are you ready to hear what your challenges were today?
Sure.
Today, we're going back to a staple of every Survivor Syracuse and Survivor season staple, Survivor superlatives.
Yeah.
So, here's how this is going to work. In a minute, Mike's going to send you guys a Google form with about 21 questions on it. Individually, you're going to fill all those out with the answers of whatever you think they are. After that, we're going to have all the data. I'm going to ask you guys that question, and you're going to have to vote, or not vote, you're going to have to decide who you think the majority picked for that question. So we'll have 15, we'll go through 15 of those questions, we'll use the extra ones for tiebreakers if we have to. So that's what we do. You'll get a point if you accurately pick who the majority picked during this voting stage. Does anyone else have any questions?
Is it just for the people who are in this room right now?
Yes.
No, Valentina is also on the survey.
Oh, Valentina
yes.
is on the survey.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Valentina.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Any questions? All right. Michael's going to do a Google form. We'll give you guys a couple minutes to fill that out, and then we'll get started.
I was going to ask when the family was. I did not like that. I guess so.
Who? Who?
Just a survey.
Who was
Did you guys enjoy doing that? Because I did not.
So, you guys just voted on about 21 answers. We're going to pick 15 of them. If there's a tie after that, we have 5 extra questions for tiebreakers. If it goes past that, we'll figure it out. As I said before, you are writing down who you think the majority voted. You get it correct, you get a point. Most points at the end wins. If there's a tie and there's multiple number 1 answers, both answers will count. Just have one of them written down. Any last questions? All right, let's get started. Who is the front runner? Who is the front runner to win? Everyone good?
Yeah.
All right, reveal. I see, Kata, there's nothing on there.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry.
See, Valentina, Johnny, Valentina. Everyone gets a point except for Jake. Valentina was the correct answer.
Just know about that. I think I got a vote.
All right, question number 2. Who is the worst player in the game right now? Both of you good?
Man, just pick someone, dude.
I know. Okay, fine.
Now everyone's good? All right, everyone can now reveal. I see Kata, Johnny, Preston, Phelan, Zach, and Kata. Graham gets the point. Zach was the correct answer.
Sorry, Zach. Wow.
All right, question number 3. Who is the dark horse to win right now? Everyone good? All right, you can now reveal. Ben, Jake, Phelan. The top 2 answers were Ben and Phelan, which means everyone except Kata gets a point.
When you phrase it like that, it hurts.
It's easier for my scorekeeper here to add up those scores.
Everyone but Kata.
Everyone but Kata.
On the board.
All right.
Come on, Graham.
Question number 4. Who is the most problematic? All right, you can now reveal. I see Preston, Zach, Jake, Zach, Johnny, Zach. The top, keep your answers up so we can see who needs it. The correct answer was Zach, so that's Preston, Johnny, Jake, Ben, and Kata getting points. Keep those hold up so make sure we get the right scores. Who just needs to stop talking? Everyone good? All right, reveal. I see Zach, Johnny, Preston, Zach. Zach, put your thing back up. I hate to see what your answer was. Ben, your phone is off. Oh, never mind, it's just really dark, couldn't see it. All right, the top 2 answers were Zach and Preston. I believe everyone except Kata gets a point there.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. Really appreciate this.
Slander.
All right. Who would you bring home to your parents? Everyone good? All right, you can now reveal. Jake, Phelan, Kata, Graham, Valentina, Phelan. Keep them up, please, and make sure your brightness is up, and try not to write in navy blue so I can actually see your answers. The correct answer was Phelan, so Kata, keep them up. Kata, Johnny, Preston, Graham, your phone turned off. I know Jake doesn't have it. Okay.
He's never gonna let that
I'm never letting it down.
All right. Who is the best liar? All right, everyone can now reveal. Ben, Zach, Phelan. The correct answer was Ben. That is everyone except for Jake and Preston.
That was my first answer.
All right. Who is going to be the most successful in the future?
Oh my God.
Everyone good? All right, you can now reveal. I see Jake, Valentina, Phelan, Graham, Phelan, Jake, Phelan, Preston. The correct answer was Jake. That's Johnny and Zach with the points. All right, after 8 questions, we have Johnny in the lead with 7, with Ben, Graham, Preston, and Zach all right behind him with 5. Then Kata and Phelan with 4, and Jake currently in last with 3, halfway through the first 15 questions. All right. Who is going to be a bitter juror? I see Johnny, Jake, Ben, Johnny. Correct answer was Johnny. So keep them up. I gotta make sure I get everyone because people's phones keep turning off.
If you guys are on low power mode, take it
All right.
off.
So points go to Zach, Kata, Ben, Johnny, and Preston. If the game ended today, who would you vote for to win? I see Phelan, Ben, Jake, Preston, Valentina, Phelan, Valentina. The correct answer was Ben. That's points for Kata and Phelan. Who is too innocent for Survivor? I see Preston, Zach, Kata, Graham, Kata. Kata was the correct answer. That's points for Phelan, Jake, Johnny, Graham, and Preston. Okay, so score update. After 11, Johnny still in the lead with 9, followed by Preston with 7. Ben, Graham, Phelan, and Zach all with 6. We've got, is that everyone except Jake who only has 4? Yeah, all right. So,
Judge of character.
4 questions left. Johnny in the lead by 2 points right now. Who is the most likely to still pee the bed? I see Zach, Preston, Preston, Zach. The correct answer was Zach. That is everyone except Johnny and Phelan. Who is the most two-faced? I see Johnny, Ben, Graham, Zach. The correct answers were Zach and Ben. So that is everyone, hold on, put those back up. That is everyone except Phelan and Zach. All right, 2 questions left. Johnny's still in the lead with 10, but Preston right on his heels with 9. And then Ben, Kata, Graham, all with 8. All not far behind with 2 questions left. It is still anybody's game. Let's see. Let's go back up.
Not everybody's.
Who would you trust with your life? All right, everyone. Phelan's still working on hers. Everyone good now? All right, let's see them. Johnny, Kata, Valentina, Kata, Phelan, press your phones off.
Oh shoot.
Phelan. The correct answers were Kata and Johnny, which means Zach gets a point, Kata gets a point, Ben gets a point. All right, Mike, do you want to give us a score update this time?
Well, only Johnny, Preston, Ben, and Kata can still win. Everyone else. Johnny's leading with 10. Preston, Kata, Ben have 9. There's only 1 question left.
Johnny gets this right. Johnny will win immunity. If not, and
Everyone
have
else
a
can
tie,
do it for
we'll
fun if
ask
they want,
another
but
question. All right. Final question of the initial round. Should we need to go any further? Which previously eliminated player deserves to still be in? All right, I have Annika, Emma, Skylar, Emma. The correct answer was Emma. That is points for everyone except Graham, Jake, and I believe Zach. Oh yeah, Johnny. Johnny wins immunity in the Survivor Superlatives Challenge. I'll come over and give this to you. Congratulations, you clearly have a pulse on what this team is thinking. Now, unfortunately, there is no immunity idol clue this week, so everyone, I'll see you all at the vote off later this week, where all of you are potentially could go home, except for Johnny. I'll see you guys then.
I'm content of where I am right now in the game. I really don't have a competitive drive at this point that is like bad enough that I want to win, which I know is like mean to say, but it's kind of not really. It's because, and then this is when I came to the realization that at this point, I'm only in Survivor for the games and the drama. But think about the scenario. You have nothing to lose. If you get voted out, like, you're fine with that. You know, you found your inner peace with the concept of getting voted out. So with the little stress and anxiety that everyone comes to tribal with, I kind of don't have anymore. Maybe I will get it in the next votes, but like I haven't had for the past few. So I don't get nervous about it and I don't stress about it. And then I get to listen to drama and be like, and for some reason people, like, both sides are kind of telling me stuff at the same time, because Johnny wants to work with me still now. He still wants to do Final Four, me, Graham, Ben, and Johnny. So he's telling me stuff, but then Valentina and Phelan also are. So when everyone is talking during Tribal, I'm just sitting there and I get all the little like references. So I'm literally like sitting there like, like laughing on my own. And then right after that, we play games. The drama in the games. I'm just here for the drama in the games.
So right before we got there, or before we went into the room, me and Phelan were the first people there. And she said, like, hey, like, it's not going to be you. Like, you can believe me, whatever. And I want to work with you after this. I was like, okay, that all sounds pretty good. Then we knew that they were either voting Johnny or Andrew. So with Johnny's idol, we just had to guess. We had to guess Johnny or Andrew. We just guessed wrong. They all voted for Andrew. Johnny used his idol to save himself, like you saw. So things did not go well. But also, there was one vote for Jake, which made no sense. And it was Zach. The reason he did it was because he thought I was going to use my double vote so that it would tie and he would still like look good on both sides or whatever, but he just screwed himself. But I think that's actually best case scenario, because now they want him to go home. So I think that saves me and Preston for one vote. Yeah, walking back with Phelan, we were talking about the future a little bit. She told me they want Zach out. And she also said that Jake doesn't trust Zach, which is good to hear, because then I think everyone will be willing to get him out this week. And then I called Preston to sort of talk about things, and we figured out that this is all relying on Zach getting voted out this week. If they pick me or Preston, we're screwed. But if Zach gets voted out this week, we can work with it a little bit. Because if Zach gets voted out, it is 5 Noir and 3 Esukaris. And that plan that we were going to do to Zach last week, we can do it to any of them, and it will still work. I was thinking we pick Valentina for that, because it looks like she's going to win. And then if she flips for us, it'll be 4-4, and I use my double vote, and it's 5-4. It's still not very likely, but better than right now. It sucks playing from the minority position for so much of this game. It's really unfortunate. Zach really screwed everything up. If he just stayed with us, he's guaranteed top 6, and maybe even better than that. But now he's screwed. I just don't get it. The good thing is, though, this week is that I cannot be tricked. I cannot be made a fool, because my vote doesn't matter. It's going to be whoever Jake, Phelan, Valentina, Ben, and Kata want out, they will go out, and there's nothing we can do this week. We just have to hope they choose Zach, and then we're in business if we have that other plan. We still have to get lucky with that other plan, but it's a lot better than getting picked off one by one.
I don't trust anyone in Noir. I'm trusting Jake that he'll trust Noir. I'm not that comfortable with Ben. I don't trust him. I don't think he trusts me. Phelan, I am iffy about it. I don't know how much I could trust her. Valentina has every right not to trust me. I've lied to her several times in this game, and she continuously keeps on coming back. I think that will be over now that she has the numbers to knock me out. The 24-hour idol clue has about 2 hours left, and it looks like nobody's found it because we've got a notification that's 2 hours left to find it. So, am I going to go look for this thing? Absolutely. I texted Jake. I was like, hey, I'm going to go look. Do you want to come with? I keep on trying to prove that the people that I'm a competitor in this game, because I'm not going to be winning any more competitions from here on out. I just won't do it. Because my goal is, when we get down to it, I'm just going to have to prove to people, hey,
this person can win comps. I can't win anything, but I want to prove that I'm a competitor, that I'm decent at comps. You know what I mean? People are taking the vote that I voted for Jake a little too literally. I knew we had the votes to knock out Andrew, but for my own personal game, I'm sorry, I have to, like, this is not a team game, this is a individual game, and everybody is, like, Preston is so obsessed over teams. People are just obsessed over teams. This isn't a team game. I don't get why people think it's a team game, but if I'm being real, I was not gonna vote out Andrew. He was my partner for our first challenge. We've been in the same tribe this whole game. I could not do that to him. But I had to pick somebody to vote for. I would have voted for myself, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that. I don't want Valentina, Phelan, Ben, Kata to look at me and be like, he's a loose cannon. The point is, Andrew's gone, which is what they all wanted. Could have been worse. I could have voted for Valentina and knocked her out. I think that I got to wedge my way between those two pairs. Jake doesn't see it, but we're on the outs on those two pairs. I think Kata is somebody who I think could be a number for me, but she's just so tight with Ben, I don't know if I could ever get her on my side. Phelan's a little bit different. Phelan, I think, is playing an individual game, and I think she's somebody I could actually align myself with. I think towards the end of this game, I need to have people who I could have in my corner. Jake is somebody I obviously have. Preston, I need to keep him this week. After this week, if Graham goes, I'm going to say to Jake and Preston, hey guys, let's take a shot at Ben. Let's look at Valentina. Or I don't care who it is. I just want to break up those two pairs because I don't want there to be teams. I don't want this to be Noir versus Azukars, me just floating in the middle and just me picking sides. I don't want that. I want there to be like flips and flops and stuff like that. Everybody's looking at me as if I'm directing this ship, and I want to be the guy in the bridge who you don't see. I don't want like the flow of this game to be so evidently predicted by me. But yeah, but how me and Jacob planned it is to take out Graham this week, Johnny next week. But still, I want to start to play a social game with Noir because I don't want to just float to the end. Even if I do float to the end, I need 5 votes to win this game. I'm just assuming I need at least 5. Point is, I just want to take out people who are threats to win this game. I'm going to go for a walk, maybe look for the title, maybe. Jake looked yesterday, didn't find it. Maybe he lied. Probably not.
Can't sleep. I can't get my mind off of the upcoming vote, and it's Monday night. I don't even know when the next vote's gonna be, but all I can think about is who do I go for next, and once I do that, where do I go from there? I've been subscribing to the mentality that it's vote by vote, just week by week survival, and trying to set myself up as best I could for the next week. But now it's really come in crunch time where I just gotta really think about who do I want around me when we get to that 6. Am I gonna be able to talk Valentina and Phelan into staying with me and Zach? Is Zach gonna do something stupid? Do I try Ben and Kata instead? Do I just rely on winning immunity? That doesn't seem like the best idea. I should have backups. I should have contingencies. Out of the 3 people left that I don't really know, Preston's the one I trust the most, and that says something. It's very interesting.
What we've been doing today is, originally at the beginning of the week, I wanted to vote Zach, and I thought that was a pretty good plan, but because I really haven't had the time to work on it this week and like get people behind me on it, I don't think it's gonna work out. So I'm kind of in the boat where I just have to go with what they tell me, which is putting me in a tough position, but I kind of did it to myself. So there's talks about Preston. I think we just need to get on the same page. I think there's a couple other people who haven't been as involved as I have. I definitely need to check in with Valentina. Check in with Jake. Graham wants to talk to me, so I'll try and check in with him. I ran into a friend of Graham's, and Graham's friend goes, "Oh, Graham says you're a liar." So I know Graham doesn't trust me, which sucks because I would have liked to work with him, but I don't know. We'll see where that goes.
There's an idol. It's 24 hours. We have 24 hours to find it, and it's over by the dome because that's where the COVID center is. And I've seen Kata, I've seen Ben. They're all looking for it, even though they're in the majority alliance. I'm gonna look, and and I think I have an idea that they might have not had, and that's gate M and gate D over there. Gate M, gate D is over there. And hopefully I can find it, because I need it more than any of them. So I told Kata I was going to class. I'm not going to class. My class got canceled. My class isn't even in Falk, so that's funny.
Damn this game, because I was networking and being productive when I got a text message about a 24-hour idle, and now my dumbass is out looking for it, trying to scour and find where it could possibly be. So that's what I'm up to. Yep.
Of course, gate M and gate D are, you know, right there, like close proximity to each other. So, of course, that's where my mind goes, right? Even though I was here pretty much before everyone, Kata got the first look around the building, so she might have it. I still can't find this thing. Like, it just sucks.
This game has took me to places where I never thought I would ever go. ESF.
So of course we look like idiots doing this.
But like that's how like when I first idle hunted, I was like so like fragile, but now you just need no shame.
Well, it's no shame, and then we've thought of, or I've thought of excuses over the time, and my go-to now is that I'm doing a plant anatomy and plant species project. I mean, what do you think? You find any new species yet? Any biodiversity on Syracuse's campus?
Yeah, we got through a couple of extra classes in phylum, which we just recorded in our books. So it's good.
Right now I'm texting Jake, we're talking some game. So what the plan was supposed to be, according to me and him, we were going to take out Graham this week. However, today's Sunday, vote offs today. I texted Phelan yesterday. I was like, hi, what are you thinking for vote off? She hasn't even gotten back to me, and I had a sixth sense that no one would trust me, and I have every reason for no one to trust me. I'm in this group chat with that whole Noir strong side. Jake put something in the group chat for about 2 hours ago on vote day. No one has said anything. It's sussing me out. So I just reached out to Jake about the idea of flipping. Jake just literally on cue just said to me, he does not want to flip. I'm asking him why. I may have to go against him here. I may have to tell him, hey, vote for Preston or something. I don't know. So apparently Valentina said she's going for Preston. I mean, I'd rather be Preston than me, obviously. But I'm not really nervous, because if I lose Preston, it's not the worst thing in the world. I came here to make moves. I came here to play the game. If I see an opening for them to take me out, I'm going to do what I can do, get out of it. If I need to do a last second, hey guys, we have the votes to make a move. Please just trust me.
First off, I didn't really talk with anyone until today. Oops. So yeah, every decision I've been making has sort of been last minute. So Preston made some sort of fake idol thing where it says like, if you reveal this before the votes, then you and one other person can't get any votes for you. And, like, it's not really realistic. It's not really believable. And then I called Phelan, and she said that they were thinking Preston. And, you know, I believed her before. It didn't work. But she read off a conversation that seemed legit where someone said, in their group chat, someone said, maybe we should worry about Graham. He has the advantage. And then someone else said, no, well, if Preston goes instead, then we don't have to worry about the advantage because they'll be so far down in numbers. And that I just don't believe she came up with that on the spot. The way she was reading it, it sounded like she was reading messages off her phone. If it's Preston this week, Phelan sort of alluded to that it might be Zach and Jake before me and Johnny are even thought of, which is pretty good. I'm being optimistic. So then what me and Johnny were deciding is we sort of have to be able to get the trust of Phelan and Ben and Kata, Valentina. So what we're saying is, do we tell Preston to play that weird fake advantage and then just tell them that he's doing it so it looks good for us. Or what has sort of happened so far is we just told Preston, like, oh, I'm sure they're voting Zach. Like, we can just vote Zach and we'll all be fine. So yeah, this will probably be a last minute decision for me and Johnny, like what we tell Preston to do and then what information we tell Phelan and Ben. Just a lot to think about.
It's either me, Graham, or Zach. So they're all saying Zach. I texted Jake and he said, oh, I'd advise you to vote Graham. But he could easily just be saying that and then voting me. Graham talked to Phelan. Phelan's not going to tell Graham that they're voting me. So, you know, it's one of those things where it might not be me, but if it is, I want to go out with a bang. So I might pull out this fake idol that I have, and really risky move, but what else do I got at this point? I'm still kind of contemplating if I should play it. I have the note and everything. This looks real. It might cause some controversy. If it doesn't work, I'm probably guaranteed to go home, which really sucks. So I don't know. It might be one of those decisions where if I'm at Tribal, I'm gonna be like, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna show you guys this. This is the idol that I found, and I'm gonna play it, you know? Like, holler at me, like, let's go.
Well, the 6 are gonna hold strong. It appears that it's going to be bye-bye Preston. I'm okay with it. Zach thinks that he would have worked better with us if we wanted to try and flip something at the end and with Graham and Johnny, but I'd rather take my chances with Phelan or Valentina because I feel like they would support what we're going for and everything. I feel like that's the best course of action. I'm sticking to it. We're all voting Preston. I shot straight with him when he texted me. There's not really a whole lot I'd want to say. I'm not the lying type. I told him, you need to take whatever actions you need to take to save your ass. I'm not going to do it for you. That's not on me. I'm taking care of myself. If you want to pitch to the group that you think is formed, which he's right about, but that's besides the point. If you want to pitch to that group, then you can do that. But other than that, there's not much I can do for you. Your name's going down. You didn't convince anyone.
All right, hello, survivors. I feel like it's been a while. Like, when was the last time we met?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday? A whole week in the merge. That's crazy. Welcome back to another vote off. We've officially reached the halfway point in this game with only 9 of you still in the game. However, that will be short-lived as one of your survivor journeys will come to an end today. Phelan. Over here. Andrew went home last week. Thoughts on the vote?
I mean, so he was probably one of the people I knew the least well. He was on my tribe, but like the only vote we were there for was the one against me, and so I obviously didn't strategize with him too much. And prior to that, he was on Escar. So it was kind of one of those I didn't take too personally, but I mean, again, the flip side of that is I didn't know him that well, so maybe you should have stayed. But
yeah, I mean, whether or not how well you knew him, what's it like seeing someone go home after they spent so much time in this game?
you could tell, I think we all saw kind of a look on his face was a little, he took it, I think I was upset. And it is like realizing now you've committed a lot of time. We started day 1 of the semester and we're halfway through just midterm, so it's been a while.
Yeah. Johnny, you won immunity in the Superlatives Challenge. Feel good to be safe this week, or are you still feeling like, I feel like now I have a target on my back?
It felt good to be safe, especially because we had a whole week before meeting, so I didn't stress too much. But no, it's because you know your allies are in danger, and you know that you're just one vote, and you alone can't really swing too much. So it's, of course, good to be safe, but it's also frustrating.
Now, in that superlatives challenge, I'm gonna start that over. Now, in that superlatives challenge, Valentina, you were dubbed by your peers as the front runner, even though you weren't here for it. But you were dubbed as a front runner. Are you worried about having that title and that being out there at this point in the game?
Honestly, when I heard that, I didn't know how to feel. I felt honored. I was like, wow, me? I didn't think that, but thanks. But then I also was like, oh, y'all don't want me. So I was confused. It was like, como se dice? I don't know, I just felt like, I felt honored, one, and then two, it was like, now you guys, my name is mentioned more than once, so now it's like, okay, I gotta start watching my back.
Now, conversely, Zach, it seemed like the Asparapo tribe here has not been overly impressed with your gameplay so far. Thoughts on that? How are you feeling coming into today?
Well, I think it's just part of the game. You know, as you play the game, everyone's gonna have their own opinion on things that you do, so it's something you gotta live with and just move forward.
Ben, you were voted as the best liar. Are you worried about that, especially in a game where so much of this is based on trust?
To be honest, I thought it was like just funny. I know that like I did a lot of acting when I was young, so like I can really just pull off a good lie. I don't take it too personal. It's just like you gotta lie in this game sometimes, and if people feel butthurt about that, that's more I feel like check yourself. But hopefully it just doesn't like, I don't know, hurt me in the end. I'm always like watching what I say, even though it is a lie. I'm never gonna be like, I'm always gonna be on my toes, so I don't know.
Kata, your peers said that you were too innocent for the game of Survivor. At this point, do you feel like that's an advantage or a disadvantage to have that title?
I think it's both. It's a disadvantage because, like, come on, guys. I'm not playing. You know? But it's an advantage in a way because I'm not a threat, I guess. So getting rid of me is like useless. Please don't. You know, yeah.
Look at us.
Fair enough. Jake, are you starting to think about your resume for your end of the game, or are you still focused on the now?
Always focus on the now. It's a game of survival. You can't be thinking, how am I going to survive 4 weeks from now? You got to think, how am I going to survive today? It's setting yourself up for success, of course, but the focus is always, what am I going to do to keep myself with the opportunity to care about that later?
See, I like that mindset. My counter question would be, at what point should you get to the end? If you're only kind of making moves to stay in the game, do you think you'll be able to win in the end with that strategy?
I mean, what's the name of this game again?
Survivor.
I survive, man. That's the goal, okay? The goal is not to make the moves. The goal is to be here at the end of the week. So that's what I'm doing.
Go off, Ken.
All right, Graham, after a pair of Graham, after a pair of incredibly close votes to start off the merge, do you think we're in for another one tonight?
I think that's definitely possible. I think with the long break between the 2 episodes, people weren't really talking a lot this week. I think maybe we're all a little bit less prepared than we are some other weeks, so it could really go down anyway.
Preston, seemed to be some confusion at the last vote that occurred with a 5-4-1 distribution of the votes. Is that something you were expecting to see? Like, is that something that worries you coming into this week?
No. I mean, I wasn't expecting to see it, but there was confusion at that last vote. I'm gonna cause some confusion right now. So I have this. I found this. It's a 24-hour idol. I have the note somewhere. But I have to reveal that tribal. So really good job. Really interesting twist you guys did with the double trouble idol. So since I found it, I might as well tell you guys what it is. This idol can be played for not only myself, but I can play this. I'm gonna play this. I'm just gonna let you hold on to that. We still have to play it after the votes, but I have to show you guys before I do it. So I'm feeling pretty good today. Hopefully that causes some chaos, but basically we're 3 votes right here. If you guys want to vote with us, then let me know. We can get any one of you guys out right now.
All right, so Preston with a bit of a bombshell pulling out this supposed 24-hour idol. We can confirm whether or not that is real once it is played at Tribal. Until then, I will not say anything else on the matter. Anyone else have any thoughts after that right now?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
You have no, I came with you.
So we're
Johnny's safe with immunity. We can make this live right now, and two of you guys can flip over. We can make it 5-4 and ride it to the end. What do you guys think?
Doesn't seem like anyone has any other thoughts. So
There's no other thoughts, but
give anyone one last chance to say something before we go to vote. If not, Kato, we'll start with you. The same usual thing. All right, are you guys ready? Let's vote.
you guys want to say anything?
Where was it?
It was between M and D. It was in the tree.
At the dome?
Well, yeah, because the COVID tests were over there, and gate M and gate D, it was right in between there.
A tree in between the two?
Yeah, it was like far off.
Where was it? Sorry.
It was between gate M and D.
That was not how my paper looked when I got an idol. And Graham said it's fake, but I need to get everyone else to believe it's fake because they're trying to vote for me.
This is complete BS. I don't think it's gonna work, but I caused enough chaos.
It's fine. I can easily be going home tonight if Preston does stab me in the back after me just trying to help him through.
All right, the votes have been tallied. Everyone would like to play a hidden immunity idol or an advantage. Now would be the time to do so. All right, are we the votes? First vote. First vote. Preston. Second vote. Zach. It's 1 vote Preston, 1 vote Zach. 7 votes left. Third vote, Preston. Fourth vote, Zach. That's 2 votes Preston, 2 votes Zach, 5 votes left. Fifth vote, Preston. Sixth vote, Zach. That's 3 votes Preston, 3 votes Zach, 3 votes left. Seventh vote, Preston. The 10th person voted out Survivor Syracuse Season 6, and the 3rd member of our jury, Preston. Preston, come on up.
Sweet. If you want to keep this piece of art, you can.
Sure. Drop your buff. The tribe has spoken.
It's been nice, guys. Let's try this.
Really good up.
I'll still vote for
Your lip was quivering a little.
We'll still vote for you.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought I did okay. I got some.
No, you actually scared the
It was tough because, I mean, I was going home this one and the next one, so I wasn't bang.
You'll win homecoming.
I'll vote for you
then.
Hey.
All right, as Bravo team, you guys are officially more than halfway through this game with 8 of you left. I have nothing else for you, so you guys have the challenge. Good? All right, got a little bit of a little speech here, so bear with me. Welcome back, survivors, to your immunity challenge. I hope this week you are expecting the unexpected. One of the interesting things that happens with Survivor here at college is that after each of our challenges, you guys have to go home, talk about what you're going to do going into the next vote. It's a really cool dynamic that's unlike the original show where you guys have a little bit more time to kind of find a way to stay safe before you guys have to go vote someone out. And then obviously you guys come to your challenge, you come to the vote beforehand, you vote someone out directly before your next challenge. This week, in keeping with our theme of double trouble, we'll be switching that up. Just a couple minutes ago, you all voted out Preston at the vote off, and now just 30 minutes after this challenge, you'll be sending someone else home. Yes, you heard that right. This week will be a double elimination. Essentially, what will be happening is that you will all be tested on your knowledge of the season. You will all be given a piece of paper saying A or B. I'll read you a question. You will hold up A or B. You get it wrong, you're out. You have 10 seconds. Once I finish reading the question, get that answer up. If you do not have your answer up in those 10 seconds, you will be out. There are 8 questions. It'll either be the last one standing will win immunity, or in the event of a tie after those 8 questions, we have a tiebreaker question where it is based on numbers, and whoever is the closest will win immunity that week. Afterwards, you guys will have 30 minutes to figure out who you're going to vote off next. 30 minutes, I'll start a timer after this challenge ends and immunity is crowned. We'll meet back here, I'll have a quick vote off, and then that'll be it. Anyone, any questions before we start?
I want to get a drink after.
All right, so with that being said, Johnny, I need that back. Once again, this is up for grabs, and this time could be more important than any time before. We will be passing out your materials. We will get started shortly after.
Question. So it's like if you get it wrong and someone else gets it right, you're out basically.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Assume that if you get it wrong, you're out unless every single person also got it wrong.
Okay.
Get it right is the goal.
Yes, just get it right. All right, are we good?
Yes.
All right, survivors ready? Let's go. Question number 1, how many advantages were made publicly available in the game? A is 1, B is 2. 10 seconds.
A is 1.
Publicly, like
2.
meaning
They're made publicly available. Yeah.
Wait, which one's A, which one's B?
A is 1, B is 2. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. You guys have 3 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, reveal. Everyone says B, 2. That is correct. Everyone's still in. Question number 2. What was the phrase from the word puzzle at the end of the relay challenge? A, escape the vote, or B, avoid the vote? All right, show me your answers. Everyone says A, escape the vote. That is correct.
Eat the vote. C is eat the vote.
Question number 3. The fitness gram pacer test was which challenge? A, the 3rd challenge, or B, the 4th challenge? All right, show me your answers. Everyone says A, the 3rd challenge. That is
Wrong. Everyone got
incorrect.
That's the Amazing Race. I was good.
Everyone got that wrong. I was wrong. Yeah, I got confused. All right, so everyone stays in. Everyone got it wrong. Somehow
Trick question. I think I can trick all of you. Jesus Christ.
All right. Question number 4. How many idle clues have we given out this season? A, 9 idle clues, or B, 8 idle clues? All right, reveal. I see the correct answer was A, 9 idols clues. So Graham, Valentina, Valen, Kata, and Ben all eliminated. Just like that, we're down to 3. We've got Zach, Jake, and Johnny. Question number 5. Who was the Survivor Syracuse Season 1 alumni that was at the Tailgate Games competition? A, Cam Schwago, or B, Molly LaPesca?
What did he have? Sorry.
I missed the beginning of the competition.
All right, reveal. Now, everyone says A, Cam Schwago. That's correct. Make sure when I say reveal, you do it at the reveal. Next time that happens, you'll be eliminated. Question number 6. Who is the 5th person voted out this season? Was it A, Annie, or B, Emma? All right, that's 10 seconds. Show me your answers. I see 2 B's and an A. The correct answer was B, Emma. So Jake is out. We have 2 questions left. It is now down to Zach and Johnny for this immunity. Question number 7. What is the capital of Montana? Because fuck it, why not? A, Helena, or B, Billings?
Wait, what was the first one?
Am I allowed to repeat myself? That's 10 seconds, reveal. Both say A, that is correct, Helena. Question number 8. What condiment was used in the gross sundae? A, ketchup, no. A, matchup, or B, cranch? All right, reveal. Both say B, cranch. That is correct, which means you go to the tiebreaker. Oh, no, we have one more question. You have a 9 written down. We're still doing 9 because there's a separate tiebreaker one. In seconds, how long did the pacer test run for from when the speaker said start to when Zach dropped out and Jake won? I'm looking for seconds.
Wait, hold on. No, they both want individual immunity.
Yeah.
All right, that's 10 seconds. I need answers. Now, Zach.
In seconds?
Yes. I have 720 and 1,320. The correct answer was 595 seconds, which means Zach wins immunity this week.
Well done. Wow.
All right, you have immunity. Your 30 minutes starts now. So, figure out your plan.
I had this one, and I fucking put that one. I was
The
gonna
one
be,
that- when everyone-
I was
yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
Amazing Race kind of sounded, I was like, I don't know.
Thank you.
I would have beat you in that one too. 600. Almost 600. 10 minutes.
Actually, we will open one more room. Right here.
Oh.
As soon as the other room opened. I'm just gonna pop into the other room if anyone wants to come have a chat. The other room.
Just like get that clear.
No, my mind's made up.
I know. I mean, like,
This is the best
he
scenario.
had to win. And it was like,
He didn't.
but like the thing is, but the only thing is, you have to go and tell Graham you're voting for Zach. Oh wait, not Zach. Who do we tell Graham? Because he's not.
Tell Graham to vote for John. Yes, he will. Save his own ass.
Oh, because he's the other. Oh, he's the so we should need to go to him and be like,
Oh, look, I'll talk to him.
just be like.
I want to be able to show him my text messages with Preston, because this will make him trust us. Like,
Because what did Preston say? Like Johnny was next or something?
Preston told him that I said something that wasn't true. Therefore,
Oh.
John, like, Graham will trust me. Like, I've worked with Graham before. I've saved both him and Johnny in a vote before when we got rid of the min. Like,
Okay,
like
yeah,
my
that
word
was-
with them is good.
Okay, do you want to talk to him?
I'll
just
talk
be
to
like, it's
Graham.
your name on the line.
I'll talk to
so
Graham.
like, it's you and Johnny. Like, just be like, it's all good.
Look, like, yeah. Who is it? Next customer. If anyone would like to talk.
I don't want to talk seconds. It was
We have to do full 30 minutes?
We're meeting again in however much time is on there. So. You guys can take whatever time you want, but we're not meeting for those 30 minutes.
Oh, so like if we make the decision in the next 5 minutes,
We can just.
Should have waited out.
Oh, we have to wait it out.
I like those shoes on, Tina.
Thank you.
You guys can get the cat.
I don't want you to go home, okay? Like the names that everyone's discussing is you and John.
Yeah,
How
I
did you know
understand.
that?
Well, I think Phelan just told me. She said, like, it's you or Johnny.
Look, I want you to stay. Like, please save yourself. Like,
Yeah, well,
I know.
it's what you guys want.
I know. I know you have an advantage. I don't know what exactly it is.
Oh man, I don't know if that changed anything.
Hi, come on. I came in here to talk.
Yeah.
I don't like whispering.
Me neither. I also kind of want to.
Go for it.
Think.
I'm sure you guys both know. Like, I don't think they're gonna waver.
No,
I think
there's
it's one of
nothing.
you guys. Like, I haven't spoken to any of them yet. It's a Phelan who came in here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we can really do. Like, they're just gonna pick one of us.
Yeah.
I have the advantage. I don't think that's a very good look for
That's
me
true.
right now.
I feel like Phelan will, like, want me to go, like, advocate for you to stay.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know what we can do. We have 30 minutes right now.
Yeah.
Look, if you guys want a little privacy to discuss, by all means. I know this is a shitty situation that no one was expecting. Everyone thought they had a week.
Anything we say right now, you can't really use to hurt us. Like, it's gonna be one of us.
It's like my motto at the beginning of this game was I'm going to do whatever I can to protect myself.
Which is fair.
That's how you have to do
that's
it.
how you have to play.
And I think if I can just pass that advice to you guys,
Yeah.
I'll leave you guys to talk a little bit.
All right, yeah.
Appreciate
You
it.
guys pick someone in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is right after we all of us got out. Like, I forget who said, but someone said, like, to Fan, like, oh, did you tell him? I was like, what? And they're like, we want to work with you guys now.
Who said that?
Phelan and like Ben, but they were all there. They all agreed.
Yeah.
That was like their plan. So I just don't think that's something they come up with right now, just to like trick us. And again, like, it is what they decide.
He was, and that, like, I went to Jake, or not Jake, fucking Ben. I just go like I want you and me together. And he goes, so, and then I went up to Kata and I did the same thing. I was like, you, me, I want to work together with you. And she's like, Jake. And I was like, Jake. So, hopefully.
I mean, all we can do now is just like, I mean, if anything, we should interrupt that conversation.
Yeah.
Johnny. So, what are you guys thinking? I honestly, like, whatever's best for, like, I think Graham has an advantage. Johnny doesn't. But I mean, but I mean, like, a world mess.
I don't think anyone anticipated a second vote, so I don't think there's any other.
But like, let's say, well, they have.
He would have played it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think.
I'm gonna talk to.
You can talk to.
I'm gonna go in that room. See if I would sit. Sit down.
It's just Graham and Johnny. They're talking.
Okay.
This is a shitty situation that they're in.
Yeah.
People know that it's one of them. They're talking about it right now. They're seeing if one of them wants to play more. And
they're making a big title.
Do you think Jake, do you think one of them has been?
No.
They would have played it, bro.
No, they would have played it.
They played it last week when Johnny played it.
The 24-hour one's still out there.
Clearly no one found that. Because
they were pressing us at the last couple of minutes. Like, you only have a couple minutes to find it. I don't think anyone found it.
Yeah. Yeah, but they would have saved their asses if they could at the last vote. Why would they wait?
Or someone in this room has it, basically. I don't think they have it.
If Johnny gets to the final four, truthfully, no.
Oh.
That's just like
I keep doing that. I don't know if y'all can see that. I keep thinking they're the same person.
Whatever you guys want to do. I'm gonna go. Sure. I have a question about the vote.
That's great.
Batman.
What are the odds this is 4 and 4? If it goes off?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If
Is
he sits at the
I
final
believe
4,
Jake and Graham would stick with it.
he's winning.
Wait, show me.
That's the conversation you guys are having. I don't need to be here for it.
No, wait, come here. Oh, okay, wait, no. Wait, no, it's like, so like, oh, you can like,
Final 6 is what we wanted, right? It's in our plans.
but I was just like, I trust you, and like, I do trust them after this vote, but like, they're gonna be scheming, like, Graham and Johnny, so like,
They have nothing to scheme with. They have Graham's advantage.
which is, but that's what I'm saying, is like, don't flop over.
What I told them when they were both in there was that, look, I play this game in do whatever you can to make it to the next week. They're not idiots. They know that their names are on the block. I think they're going to end up voting for each other.
Oh,
but it is.
That's actually interesting.
But it is us that there's nothing that they can pull. I can't think of anything that they can pull.
Oh, should we just tell them to vote for each other? Basically. Just
That's
like,
what I
it's
said.
your name, we don't
I
have
said,
to-
look, survival is the key to this game. Vote for who you want. Like, if you really wanted to, you could split the vote, but I don't see a need to. I think what Ben said is really important to notice, that Johnny is a good competitor. He's good in strategy and he's strong.
He's 100%.
And he clearly was able to find an idol.
He was able to find an idol.
That no one else.
That's a good resume.
And also,
why don't we get that out?
His process of telling
So you do be thinking about the resume.
his process of like telling me
I just they can't.
I didn't have the idol was like, oh, we'll sing. Like, to me, that would be like, keep playing it. Because Johnny right now is too big.
I agree. I think this is an easy decision.
I didn't want to shoot you because I accidentally messed up you and Zach.
You did
But I
that
was
the
like,
first
when
time
I
too.
know, that was when I thought we were like, didn't have
I
the
did,
numbers
like,
the whole
more
time, because I was kind of my group chat without me.
No, like I had to,
was like,
I was like, fuck, wrong person. That was embarrassing.
We can feel
It
secure.
can be emotional.
We can feel secure. We
Yeah.
don't need to stress. There's no need to put any added pressure on them.
It's such an awkward, like, what do we have, like 22 minutes?
Yes, exactly. That's the only.
How much time do we have?
Like, our plan that we have is in motion. We're very close. No sense in fucking.
20 minutes left.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Guys, can we play hang?
Could you make a vote to like
I'm good with
not
that.
be
You're good with
30
that?
minutes?
You guys are good with that?
Or, let's see if we're
I think
gonna.
a 30 minutes is 20 minutes.
I say no, because imagine if you were in the position to be
Oh, wait,
voted
if
out,
we can
and
just.
then you got your time.
Our meeting in 20 minutes. You have 30 minutes to decide.
Or like, we don't watch them. Just basically, I already talked to.
I'll
Just approach him and be like, just be like, listen, I'm here, and this thing, like, obviously, no.
No, that's what I just told them. I was like, look, I know this is uncomfortable.
Because they're gonna wanna go, like.
Guys, in about 2 minutes, we're gonna start getting individual vlogs, everyone.
Okay.
We'll only pull you out one by one, but like.
I said I wanna play hang or something. I'm down with playing hang. We can play heads or something. We just like. I try to make it shorter.
We didn't. Shame.
Cause no, I'm not there. Because we really tried, I was like, look at you, like, we should not do it.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't fucking do it. Yeah. Right now. It's true. That's because he was like, they knew it's worth it. I mean, like, we don't gotta worry. It's like,
Yeah. No, guys.
because I still think there's a 24-hour winning. That's why I think Jake is so confident. Just don't. Okay, yeah. So I don't think we're strategizing. Just keep it light. All right.
Oh, you're Johnny.
Oh, you guys missed it. They're gonna pull us out one by one to do little.
We were here for that.
Oh wait.
20 seconds ago.
I was like, oh, we had a
What?
Survivor.
I'm not supposed to interfere.
Because I He's threatened. They know that, like, we have connections at least previous.
Oh, I'm pretty into it.
And, like, I don't know you as well, so it makes more sense for me to, like,
Yeah.
makes more sense. They wouldn't question it.
I understand.
They would have played it last round. Like I was talking to them, they're like, oh, I don't want you to. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, well, I said to both of them, like, if you have an idol, this is the time.
No shit, this is the time, Zach.
Oh, okay, PG, we're keeping this PG.
No crud. Like, come on.
But, you know, I was just...
Of course that's the time to
Well,
play.
I know, but I'm just trying to be...
Here's the thing, okay? Neither of them clearly have an idol. Johnny is the clear vote out.
Okay.
He's played an idol. He's had votes cast against him. He has a good resume.
What is his resume?
He's a strong player. He's won individual immunity. He's done a lot of things. He's made it to this point for a reason, okay?
Okay.
Now I know like the whole thing was like he's a physical barrier. Like
right.
He's another physical threat, and then that leaves just pretty much the two of us.
So that's
but Graham has proven to be more, at least in my eyes, more willing to work, and he's good friends with Phelan. I'm also good friends with Phelan. Because we can discuss next week about keeping. I don't trust that Johnny would. Johnny would probably be trying to save his ass anyway.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter. I trust Graham.
I think this week we need to focus on building relationships, keeping a low profile, and see it and look at the potential of taking a big leap to that final spot. Because I think
we can do that. We can do that. But let's get through this first.
Yeah. No problem.
Let's get through
this. No, this is an easy vote, John.
If I'm being completely honest, I have no idea what's going on. I feel like I'm always lost. At first, I said, let's vote off Jake, which I'm heartbroken to say, but like, gotta break up Tweedledee and Tweedledum, aka Zach and Jake. So I was like, let's just vote out Jake because Zach has immunity, because I wanted to vote out Zach before, whatever. And then they were all saying Johnny. So I was like, okay, fine. He is a good competitor. Like, if he keeps going, like, he makes it, like, he'll probably make it pretty far. So I'm like, yeah, totally fine with Johnny. I don't have any connections to the man. But then Zach and Jake both left the room, and then everyone was saying Jake. And I was like, I'm confused. I think we're doing Jake, but they also think that one of them has an idol. But I don't think anyone has an idol. Honestly, come back to me, because I'm lost. So yeah, that's me.
But people are telling me that it's gonna be Jake and not me or Graham, which is good. You know, they've lied to us a bunch, so who knows what's gonna happen, but I feel like it's either gonna be me or Jake, which is unfortunate, but I hope it's Jake.
Yeah, so the consensus in there, I sort of talked to Phelan and Ben and Valentina caught a little bit. It seems like they want to go with Jake, and they want to work with us down the line to get rid of Zach also, but we always have to think about how much me and Johnny can really trust them. Right now, I do believe them, but we're helpless right now. There's nothing we can do, so we just wait for this vote and see what happens.
I actually have no idea who we're voting, because they were saying Jake, and then Johnny was like, you, me, Ben, Graham, Final Four, which I don't think he'll do because he said that before and we ended up voting Skylar. But then they were like, vote Jake, and then Phelan and Valentino were like, vote Jake, but then when Johnny left, they were like, no, vote Johnny, and then Johnny came back in, they were like, no, yeah, we told them we were gonna vote you, but we're gonna vote Jake, so now I'm confused. I don't know who we're voting for, so I have to ask someone. Yeah.
So, as of now, the vote is going to be for Jake, which is a tough one, I think. He's kind of, I think, been an ally to me from day one, yet also not. I mean, he gave me that first clue, and he was the first person I really connected with. But the reality is if we vote Johnny out, he still has his #1 Zach, and we can't afford to go into something where there's a bunch of power dynamics because that's just too scary.
To start, like 2 seconds ago, Valentina just gave me this letter, so I'm just gonna read it. It says, are we actually voting Johnny? Yeah, I feel bad just because he very much did text me and was like, Preston's going to play a fake idol. So basically like that
solidified this like trust he wanted to have with me. So that kind of sucks, but it's right. My process of thinking with this whole vote right now is just that if we continue to keep Johnny, he's always just genuinely so close to winning every immunity challenge. So if we don't take him out now, I do think he has a chance to get to the Final Four, and like if I'm there, I'm not gonna beat him just because he's just this physical threat, and I just don't, that's not my game. Like I'm not winning every challenge, so like I need to take him out now before it's too late, and I feel like I can get Jake out whenever just because he's like not winning.
I have no idea what this is for. It's just another video. Voting for Johnny? I don't know. I think now I gotta start cementing myself towards the end of this game. Me and Jake gotta work together more rather than separate. We've been playing this game pretty separately thus far, and this gives us a real opportunity after this vote off to reset, find new allies, and see who we really can trust, because so far everything's been going to plan.
Feeling really good about Final 7. This is a really shitty situation for Graham and Johnny. I mean, I don't see any way, unless they pull an idol out of their ass, that both of them are still here. Either way, I don't think they would come after me. I feel like they'd go after someone else. And that's really tough, but at the end of the day, there's not a whole lot to do. I was talking with Zach about what moves we could make after this vote, but right now I'm just focused on surviving. I feel really good right now, which never really good to feel too comfortable going into a vote, but at this point I feel like I'm in a good position, and maybe I can start to look ahead at what my prospects are.
Survivors, I hope you all made the best of your 30 minutes. Let's get right into it. Valentina, what was going through your mind when I first announced the challenge and the double elimination?
I had one name come to my head, and I just didn't know if my telepathy was gonna work with everybody else, and I don't know if I did a good job at like saying what I had to say. I don't know. I'm torn right now with a lot of things that are just like happening in my head, trying to process the whole game, like future, now, past. I just feel like everything has to be factored in, and I'm just like scrambling in my head at the moment, just trying to process what's going on.
Johnny, what about you? Did one name just pop into your head like Valentina said, or was it a bit more difficult for you?
My name. Yeah, I thought, when you were explaining it, I thought like there was gonna be like an overnight challenge, and I was like, I have work to do. But yeah, it was a good twist. Just wish it came in a better situation.
Mm-hmm. Jake, you said you were worried about surviving now. How does it feel now that you literally have to survive in this 30-minute turnaround?
The mindset doesn't change. It's about making it to the next time I need to make a decision.
I will break you one of these times.
You will break me?
I'm going to break you with that.
You will not.
Kata, 30 minutes are on the clock. What was going through your head? How did you kind of navigate the whole thing?
I think it was very awkward that we were like all in the room, so I think a lot of people couldn't say what they wanted to say. And I don't know. It's interesting to like see people strategize like in front of you, I guess, because that's a change. Because we never see like people having to think in front of you. People usually either like text over it or like have a plan in mind. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ben, what was it like doing all this in person with no access to your phones?
It was nice to just get off the screens for a while, but I feel like it just puts a lot of pressure on us to say the right things because we're on a time constraint. So either we make a decision quick and pretend like we're like talking, or we're going to actually have conversations where I feel like there were moments where we were just making decisions because they were easy or talking, so strategizing. So it's up to us to actually do what we want to do, I guess.
Graham, at the end of, or not the end of, during that last vote up, you kind of got roped in with Preston and his fancy piece of art. Does that kind of make you feel like now that everyone's here, with that just happening, is now the time for you to try to make a move?
I think it would be a good time to make a move. Unfortunately, I I think in the situation I'm in, it's very difficult to make a big move. I've been in the minority for a few weeks now, and each week I get into a bigger and bigger minority. So I think it's tough to make a big move, but that would be the right option for me.
Phelan, kind of similar but kind of different question. With this kind of situation, where everyone's in the same room, you're now more than halfway through this game. Is this the time where you kind of switch up who you vote with, or is this when you stay strong with who you've been working with this entire game?
It depends. I think, like, obviously going into the merge, Noir was a minority, and they easily could have, you know, run it tribe versus tribe. And people have already been kind of switching up, we've seen, but I think you should really account for who's been voting with you, stick with your alliances, and, like, just trust who you trust.
Zach, you were safe because you won our quick little challenge. How did you spend your 30 minutes? How'd that go for you, knowing that unless you give up your immunity, you're safe?
It felt about the same as if, you know, any other competition happened. Still same principles I'd go into any week. Strategizing, just trying to feel people out and see how they're thinking, things of that nature. But it's more about just surviving and getting through.
It's all about surviving. All right, anyone else, any final thoughts? No? All right, let's go vote. Phelan, we'll start with you. Same thing as usual.
Tough, guys. Real tough situation.
I know you've written my name down before. Wish I didn't have to do it right now, but...
Third time, write your name down. It's either gonna be me or you.
So, I'm infamous for my charts. I had to make a chart, okay? Another one because the first one was fake. Because everyone kept looking. So.
There we go. All right, I'll go tell the votes.
Oh, yeah.
Votes have been tallied. Anyone has a hidden immunity idol or advantage they would like to play, now is the time to do so. All right, let's read the votes. First vote, Johnny. Second vote, Johnny. It's 2 votes Johnny, 6 votes left. Third vote, Jake. Fourth vote, Jake. That's 2 votes Jake, 2 votes Johnny, 4 votes left. Fifth vote, Jake. Sixth vote, Johnny. That's 3 votes Jake, 3 votes Johnny, 2 votes left. Seventh vote, Jake. It's 4 votes Jake, 1 vote, 3 votes Johnny, 1 vote left. The 11th person voted out of Survivor Syracuse Season 6, and the 4th member of our jury, Jake. Jake, stop your buff. Good job, guys. Travis spoken. All right, you guys are down to 7. Final stretch is here. Tough vote right now. See you guys next week.
Next time on Survivor.
It's gonna be a very interesting vote tonight because we don't know who's safe until we get there.
I'm really intrigued to see what he has to bring to the table.
Killing squirrels is over.
It's on everyone's plan to take me to the final 3.
You
could be the queen, but watching the queen's not good. Okay, first things first.
The 12th person voted out of Survivor Syracuse Season 6 and the 5th member of our jury.